Is anyone there? Is anyone there? Is anyone... Finally! Hey, can you hear me? God, I was starting to think people didn't come down this old road anymore. No, I'm not behind you. Look down. Yeah, the console. I'm lucky this piece of junk intercom still functions. Yep, the call is coming from inside the house. So as you might have gathered, I've got a bit of a situation here. I'm in one of the back rooms in here, and the door's totally jammed from the outside. I don't suppose you could do me a huge favor, could you? Won't take more than 10 minutes? Off limits? Oh, don't worry. I've got run of the museum for the night. That should mean I can bring a friend, right? You're a lifesaver. Okay. That console in front of you, enter 4061. That should get you through the front doors. Have you got it?
Good. Keep walking straight until I tell you. I'm in the security office. I can see you through the cameras. Just follow my voice, and this'll be quick. Familiar? Huh. Don't usually get recognized all the way out here. Yeah, you might have heard my voice before. Yvette Breckenridge? Professional buzzkill? The last time I checked, yeah, that was my name. Vanished. Well, forgive the cliche, but rumors of my disappearance have been greatly exaggerated. If you're familiar with my work, I'm sure that won't surprise you. All kinds of stories out here on the Transcontinental Bridge, and I haven't yet found one worth a damn. You're next left. Yeah, good. Don't suppose you ever visited this place when it was open? Yeah, me neither. It probably gets more interest now than it ever did as a museum. Don't worry, though. I've been here for a while now. Haven't found us any company yet. Do you walk this way often? You must have heard the rumors already then. No? Well, we've got some time to kill, don't we? Next right, then keep going. The Transcontinental Museum of Oceanic Curiosities. It's an innocent enough name, isn't it? And it had an innocent enough start. Since we've had civilizations, we've had things washing up from the ocean. You know, things most of us would call junk. But to so many, the ocean is power. Renewal, rebirth. The things that come from within it carry a little of that power with them. And this place was meant to honor that. This exhibit you're walking through now, this is the collection of two elderly sisters. After their retirement, the passing of their spouses, the ocean called to them, and the Transcontinental Bridge was a natural setting for their newfound love of treasure hunting. They kept everything they fished out of the waves. And when they found this warehouse, an artifact of the bridge's construction, it seemed like the perfect place to store their collection. And not long after, the museum was born. Human beings know when they don't have much time after all. They stop collecting. They start giving away. The sisters transferred their collection to the care of the public and to the curiosities of their fellow travelers. They died not long after. Right over there by the display case, actually. Within minutes of each other. They always were unusually close. Oh, do watch your step. The rat problem in this place has gotten pretty dire. You hear them, don't you? Well, don't pay them much mind. They're looking for food, just like the rest of us. Anyway, keep going. Don't be afraid, but maybe move a little faster. How does a place go bad? It's something I've wondered all these years. This roof, these walls, blank slates once, built with happier times and good intentions. What did this structure absorb between now and then? Was it those treasures brought in from the ocean? Or was it the people who brought them? Look at the driftwood and glass, shaped by waves and time. There's a chest over there, lost from some voyage, filled only with dice and plastic casino chips. There's a page of a journal miraculously spared by the waves, with just one legible word: below. And in the exhibit to your right, you can find the unclaimed personal items of that fateful night at the Transcontinental Hotel. Little lost objects, looking for a home, as innocent as that. It was a place you could take your family once. But slowly, the museum changed. It was difficult to quantify at first. Feelings always are. Anyone would be quick to dismiss a chill in the air or a presence just over your shoulder. And, well, there's a guest book back there in the hall. You can pinpoint the shift. Entries stop complimenting the quiet atmosphere, the relaxing beauty, and start wondering at why the items seem to move closer when they look away. And then you get the stories. You always do. They start slowly, and they build. Feed one another. They say the lights in the women's bathrooms flicker. That when the lights flick back on, the tiled floors are right where they should be. Even though a second ago, in the dark, you know you heard leaves crunching under your feet. They say that the air in here is always on the fritz. That whether you want heat or cold, it tickles the back of your neck, hot and wet like breath. They say that there's a voice in that corner there where the light never touches. They say that it asks you, please, how do you taste? Though I don't think the average person knows how they taste. Do you? Yes, to the left here. Very nice. Now, that door just up there, that's right. I suppose now you'd like to hear the end. I hate to disappoint you, but it's not a good ending. Local rumors believe there was more to the abrupt closing than met the eye. That it was an attempt by Watchtower 9's staff to hide something. But when you don't have sources, witnesses, any method of corroboration, what are you left with? Stories. Only stories. And here you go. You have reached your final destination. Well, what are you waiting for? Open it. Oh, it opens so easily. Perhaps I never needed to bother you after all. I'm sure that by now you've noticed the lack of cameras in this room. Maybe you've guessed that I don't need cameras to see you. So please don't embarrass yourself. Don't try to run. It wasn't all a story. This woman, this voice, she came to this place years ago, looking for one of her stories. She left with emptier hands than she entered with. She forgot her recorder just there, 2 feet from where you're standing. It was the most useful practice. Don't make that face. This woman, you're a fan of hers, aren't you? You've heard about things like me. Vanished, you say. Maybe this voice has run its course. What a shame, too. I'd gotten so used to it. One more favor, if you will. Tell me, please. How do you taste?
Thank you so much for listening to The Bridge. This mini-episode was written by Rebecca Mahoney. It was edited by Alex Brown. It features Stephanie Wiggum as Yvette. Or not. The music playing under our tour of the Transcontinental Museum of Oceanic Curiosities was composed by Audioverse Award-winning composer Sara Fairchild. Congratulations, Sara! You're the best! Want to book your own trip to the Museum of Oceanic Curiosities? I would advise against it. But you can find transcripts, character bios, and all sorts of much safer Bridge-related content on our website, thebridgepod.com. You can also find us on Facebook, Twitter, or Tumblr, or send us an email at watchtower10reports@gmail.com. That's watchtower10reports. And as always, please rate and review us on iTunes or the podcast app of your choosing. Thank you once again for listening to The Bridge. Today's outtake is the exact moment I realized what a mouthful I wrote for Stephanie Wiggum in this episode. I'm sorry, Stephanie. Thank you so much for listening to The Bridge. This mini-episode of The Bridge was written by Rebecca Mahoney. It was edited by Alex Brown. It features Stephanie Wiggum as Yvette, or not. The music playing under our tour of the Transcontinental Museum of Oceanic... Oh my god.